Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for inviting me here to speak on a topic that really needs no introduction. And I'm not going to spend time talking about why climate change is an issue. I think everyone knows that. In a recent summit, the Delhi Development Summit, India's premier summit on climate change, which was inaugurated by the Prime Minister, I picked two areas for the HVAC&R industry that we need to focus on. The first is clearly global warming, and the second is the severely deteriorating ozone hole, which as of late as September 2007 has been found to be getting larger, deeper and lasting longer. We know that buildings consume 25 to 30% of the country's energy. As far as HVAC&R go, for an air-conditioned building, it occupies about 50% of the energy consumption of the building. So clearly there's a lot we can do as an industry to improve the global warming scenario. And as far as the harming of the ozone layer goes, our industry, I think, has done well to phase out CFCs, but make no mistake, HCFC refrigerants like R22, like R123, although less ozone depleting than CFCs, still cause significant damage to the ozone layer when used in large volumes. As an industry, we need to be aware of this, that all HCFCs, R22 and R123, have been banned in new equipment sales in Europe, have been significantly phased out in North America, and in India, the time is coming very quickly for phase out. There's going to be a 10% reduction in 2013, and it's going to go up to about 35% in 2020. And this means that we as manufacturers have to plan for alternative refrigerants, mainly HFCs right now. What can our industry do about it? I see 5 barriers. The first is awareness building. Today we have many rating systems like LEED, GRIHA, ECBC. I think this is an area that ISHRE can play a very important role, perhaps in its ISHRE Institute of Excellence, where a lot of education can go on. The second area is R&D and innovation. And over here, I would urge all manufacturers to focus their R&D and innovation efforts on developing new technologies that are energy efficient and non-ozone depleting. As far as government regulations go and incentives go, we have to really think through what incentivizes a builder to follow the Green Building Code or to follow LEED or use non-ozone depleting products, and what incentivizes a consumer to buy energy labeled products. The fourth area is around commissioning and installation. Very often an energy efficient product doesn't meet its performance because of commissioning and installation standards. And as far as green building goes, it's going to improve because LEED ratings will require better standards in commissioning and installation. I'm more concerned about buildings that are not green. And the last area, the fifth area, I think, is going to be capital. I think there is a lot of capital out there if someone wants to pursue this. The Clinton Climate Initiative has put in a lot of money. The World Bank is putting in a lot of money for green initiatives, for retrofits, for energy efficient equipment. And I think if you want to find the money, it can be done. And the last point I want to make is, it might sound like this is about corporate social responsibility. It actually is not. It makes perfect business sense. And I can tell you, Carrier's experience, we have been very happy that we have followed this path, and it has made perfect business sense for us, and I'm sure it is the same for other manufacturers. The bottom line is, our world is moving to an environment with a lower carbon footprint and zero ozone depletion. Whether you are an HVAC consultant, a manufacturer, a contractor, an installer, a sales and service dealer, all of us will be faced with two choices. We can either bury our head in the sand and pretend nothing is going to happen, or we can embrace this idea and move forward and acknowledge that this is happening and we have to move forward. And really the choice is for each one of us to make. And I do not need to tell you which strategy will meet with success. I'd like to congratulate Bry-Air and Mr. Power for these awards. I think the innovation that this is spurring will go a long way in addressing this issue as well. Thank you.